So you've heard the name Michael Hastings, Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, Glenn Greenwald, but what about Barrett Brown? The other men I mentioned are whistleblowers, independent journalists, some who are serving jail time, and Barrett Brown is among those who is facing jail time. He's a 32-year-old journalist who's native to the Dallas, Texas area just north of Houston, where I live. For the past few years, he's been the unofficial spokesperson for the hacker collective Anonymous. And in March 2012, his house was raided for his connection to Sabu, who was the founder of LulzSec. Sabu ended up being connected to the FBI, by the way. And then again in September 2012 in Dallas, Texas, Brown's home was raided and he was arrested for allegedly targeting an FBI agent for online threats, for retaliation against federal agents, and for conspiring to release the information of a government agent. And this comes from a September 2012 video where Brown asked viewers to give him information of FBI agent Robert Smith, who he had been having issues with. He also tweeted about stocking up on ammo and learning to shoot. He said you have about 5 years to learn how to use a weapon, maybe less. In another video, he said that any federal raids on his home would be taken as assassination attempts and, quote, shoot all of them and kill them if they come. Now, this language is kind of similar to activists, reporters who've died in the past. Some of you know William Bill Cooper, who died shortly after 9/11 after making similar statements when the government were coming after him. Of course, you guys know Adam Kokesh. Adam didn't threaten anyone, but he was out there openly, breaking the gun laws in D.C., and now he's been put in a cage. And plenty of other people who, I guess, have information or who are openly challenging the government and become a threat, and they recognize that. And Barrett Brown had done some great work. He'd written for all types of different publications, and he was connected to Anonymous and to this information that was getting leaked out. And in December 2012, he was also indicted on 12 more charges that are related to the hacking of intelligence firm Stratfor that was hacked by Anonymous once again. And of the 12 charges against Brown, the first charge is the most serious and the most interesting charge. What he did was copy a link containing hacked credit card numbers from one chat room, one IRC chat room, to another that he was in control of. So that's all he did for this 12th crime, is just copy a link that contained information and paste it over. So what this does, though, it creates a rather precarious situation that we are for sure going to have to keep our eye on and will likely play out for other cases in the future. This is, he's accused of knowingly sharing stolen information, even though all he did was post a link. And does this mean that, for example, when I write an article, if I post a link to that information, will I then be charged for it? What about all the people who tweeted out the article? Will they be charged for tweeting the copied link of information? You know, we have to find a line there. And of course, the drama continues. Just last week in Brown's case, the judge placed a gag order on him and his lawyers, not allowing them to speak to the media until the trial concludes, which is not likely to happen till next spring. This comes from Judge Sam Lindsay. So the lawyers, they're already banned by ethical rules on what they can and can't say to the media, and the gag order, it's being called unnecessary by many civil liberties groups out there and publications that are watching the situation. Some see this as an effort to stem the flow of information coming from the trial regarding the case and whatever Brown may have found out. And this is, some question the death of Michael Hastings. Many are wondering what else Edward Snowden has, why the government's going so crazy after him, and of course Chelsea Manning being sentenced to 35 years for leaking information. So this is really a dangerous situation to see how this is going to play out. I mean, the gag order, first of all, now they cannot express their opinion on the way he's being treated or the way the trial is happening to the media throughout, and that's very important for the public to know both sides of it, because you can be guaranteed that the government's not going to have a gag order. They're not going to stop talking about this trial and putting out their perspective out there, but Brown's side is going to be silenced. So we're going to keep our eye on this, and again, you have to keep your ears and eyes peeled out there for all the many people who are doing great work that the government is trying to silence, not just in the United States, but around the world. If you want to get involved in Barrett Brown's case, check out freebarrettbrown.org. Thank you guys for checking us out. If you can hear this, you are the resistance. Thanks for checking out my podcast. So if you haven't heard, I'm going to be launching a brand new live show called the Conscious Resistance Live. It's going to be at least an hour, probably 2 hours, once a week. We may move to more days depending on how you guys like the show and what the need is for. I wanted to start this platform mainly because I've been doing radio for a couple of years. I went, as some of you know, to go temporarily co-host for Adam Kokesh on Adam vs. the Man Live, and I got a good response. And I do feel like there's a need in the new media and in media in general for a positive based platform that understands the importance of liberty, that understands the importance of community and the importance of sustainability and of a free, independent media. And I want to be a part of that. I want to continue to go out there and to present to you the world from my viewpoint of a conscious, spiritually inclined anarchist. And whether you consider yourself to be an anarchist or spiritual or religious is really, it's really not important, because what I'm looking for are other individuals who want to help me with writing, with graphics, with doing your own reports from a positive standpoint, because I know we're all out there and we're looking for solutions. We've been talking about the problems for quite some time. There's still plenty of people who are coming to this information, but when you get past the point of fear and you decide to take action, you're looking for solutions, and that's what I want to focus on. So if you want to help me launch a platform that is based on positive news, from a conscious perspective, looking at the world for solutions, then please invest in the Conscious Resistance. You can find the link below. I've just launched this Indiegogo campaign for the Conscious Resistance Live. It's on indiegogo.com/project/the Conscious Resistance. You can go there and donate anywhere from $1 to whatever you please. I appreciate every contribution to helping launch this platform. We'll be getting going in the next couple weeks, and by mid to late October, it'll be fully up and running, and I hope that you guys will join me. So thank you. Stay tuned.